anti-artillery is one of the key parts of the game. You know, basically to the point where you scunner somebody that they don't want to sit there and play it anymore. They go running up the map, free your team up from the artillery a little bit. We do already have some artillery marks. We have, so the points we're getting tonight, middle point is going to be checkpoint. For the allies, it's going to be Cemetery and Risseau de Ferme. And then for the Axis, it'll be Western Approach and La Prairie.
It's actually a zigzag thing on the map. I mean, it's really
Yeah.
interesting how the points align, you know.
Yeah, and it's going to be a. That's the thing is, it's going to be interesting to see how they take, because Western Approach and Cemetery are so close to the E and F lines, you know, so that it's going to be very difficult. You know, each team's going to have to, if the Axis get pushed back, it's going to be hard for them to get back into Western Approach because there's so much ground to cover without, you know, or in a red zone, and the same for the the Allies. If they get pushed out of Cemetery, a lot of red zone territory for them to cut back across as well. So,
Exactly, yeah.
I'm starting to see some trucks lined up here on the Allies side. We have. Oh.
Fuck that guy. D2's all here, ready to go.
Yeah.
A2's here.
Huh? Yeah, I wanted to say when it comes to the points, pretty much. I mean, in comp, you always must think what's going to be the next point, not just the midpoint, you know, in order to prepare the attack and in order to organize how you will get the map control and stuff, you know. So I think since checkpoint is the midpoint, you know, and the second point on both sides is pretty much north. I think they're going to be fighting a lot over the northern part, pretty much, just to gain more map control and to form a beautiful attack on the next point.
Yeah, and as it's all going to be down, especially with the smaller squads as well. It's going to be a lot harder to, or you know, the smaller numbers. It's going to be a lot harder to hold key areas. You know, so you have to be really sort of doing your best. Yeah, your utmost to prevent your team from getting encircled. Oh, we're just getting a bit of a speed wobble going on here. Oh, there's the truck. It's now going. One man out. I'm just waiting to hear the sound of the artillery coming in.
Yeah, I think there was an artillery mark next to that house. So
yeah, that's like, I noticed a lot of people are you know, they disembark from trucks somewhat early. In my opinion. You know, like, usually you want to see them waiting right up to the point. There's Fat Gum. I haven't seen Fat Gum for quite some time. And there's is it Mustached Medic? Another name that I haven't seen in quite some time, but we see the Mountain of 10th in here. Lieutenant Colonel Airbags.
Yeah.
Taken down by a tank. Rocket. Oh, bit spicy straight off the bat.
Yeah, that Puma needs to be really careful.
Yeah, he's just backing off there a little bit. Just trying to change the angle. Or no, he's doing a full runaway. But 10th Mountain in good standing here in the south as well. You know, she's got that so just two people holding the open ground across.
Yeah.
There's Colonel Matthews. Let's just go down and give a bit of appreciation to Mr. Matthews for having me do that stream. We'll just leave him there where he was, doing nothing. We're not causing any issues at all here. As USMC and Merciless try to get a bit of a flank going.
Yeah,
let me just switch off the screen a
control
second.
That's the map control I was talking about. Yeah, I think the Axis are definitely trying to establish that as much as possible, while the other team is focusing more on the hard cap. That's why they won the cap race.
Yes.
So
and that's thing, yeah,
to be seen.
They would need to try and hold this northern section as best as possible if they want to try and get anything going here. Just trying to correct some issues here. We're just getting a little warning there on the old screens. Sorry, we're just working on some technical issues here. Mr. Doki, welcome in. Handsome, beautiful Doki of BDS, well, formerly of BDSQs, now a knight with a round table.
Yeah.
Handsome, beautiful
KRT.
Doki. Yes. All the KRT Dokis. But hello, welcome in. He's a lovely young gentleman. Apparently, he wrote 3 pages of the Kama Sutra on his own. Now, I never knew this. I never knew this until I made it up just there now, but we're starting to see some delicious magic happening. You see what I've done there? Delicious magic. Oh, yeah. As
Love your jokes, mate.
Jimmy gets taken down by Callow. Callow getting a bit of a flank on. He is on his own though after magic's gone down. As he also goes down, not really anything coming from they held this northern section, but nothing's really materialized with it. I noticed there's a bit of people sort of getting scooted in behind. As Laner just I don't know. There's no. What are your thoughts of the new running speed? I think we might have actually covered this during Truck and Guinness Simulator the other night, but there was a lot of Guinness consumed, so I may have forgot your answer. But obviously a lot of teams favouring this new running speed. What are your thoughts on it personally? Do you think it's better having the sort of the faster sprinting speed? Whoa.
Yeah, I think it adds to the pace of the game itself, you know, especially in comp terms. Because you can see a lot of good changes, quick changes, you know. So I think it brings up a lot more to the 1.5 hour match than it did earlier, you know. So I personally like it. I mean, I think the matches are gonna be more dynamic. So I think that slight change can actually bring a lot more from the comp point of view, you know.
Yeah, make the game make it a little bit more high paced. I don't. You see, the thing is, a lot of people say, you know, that like people just aren't happy with it, like being able to run at the higher speed because they reckon it makes it too much like Call of Duty. Like, but you know, it's Call of Duty is very, very different. You know, like Call of Duty is mostly targeting youngsters on the internet, whereas Hell Let Loose is a bit more mature than that. But we see some artillery falling. As we're starting to get some more Merciless and USMC guys in the strong point of checkpoint. I think we may have an OP spotted up here by Sasuk. Yeah, takes down Colonel Matthews. Also takes down Free Perfect.
Nice job.
But he's not. As we see another squad lead emerging.
Unicorn is in danger. The whole team is in danger, and Sasuke might be in danger as well. But
yeah, he's. Oh.
I think FG,
oh.
FG.
How is he?
The might and magic of FG.
Yeah, like he's just.
But
yeah, he did. Yeah, okay, yeah, and he's just taken down 2 of them, but he's now gone down. He's taken 2 OPs with him, so a worthy death.
Job done.
A little bit too much fucking about there around the truck for my liking, but he got there in the end. He took the 2 OPs down, but 10th Mountain, they're set up again. You know, they've got a good defense going. There's nobody else in there for USMC and Merciless to make any ground. As we get Elkin dead and Iceburst dead.
Ooh.
Airbags.
Just moves. A lot of good 1v1 fights going in favor for 10th MD, which is really crucial at this point of the game. Yeah,
and that's you can just see them now. They're all slowly but surely working their way up. You see Gigmoth up in the top right of your screen, along with Rigbone and Laner. They're sort of, you know, they've pushed up. They've cleared out that area to the northwest of the point. They've now taken control of that ground. I don't think there's any USMC soldiers up there. But they're starting to thin out again in the middle. I just want to go across here, just be a bit nosy at the there's quite a few numbers at the defensive point. As Dolly's going to come across all the trees. And welcome in Melons Chloe. I raided Melons Chloe last night after our Euro Truck Simulator. It's good to see you in here. Thank you for joining in. Enjoy the lovely lurkies. So not much happening in the way of a push from 10th Mountain at the moment. There was a recon plane went up. And a bombing run.
Bombing run, yeah.
Yeah, bombing run from USMC. I don't know, I don't think it took out overly much. Things were a little bit sparse here prior to our leaving. But if we just go down to back garden camera.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention nice Newcastle kit, by the way.
Oh yes, most certainly. This is one of the retro shirts bought to me by my brother.
Yeah, nice.
You know, Newcastle had a great run this year.
They did, definitely.
That's right. And then Josh laughed at Newcastle losing, and then Man United got beat. You know, just want to point that out. You know, you have to be very careful about what you say and do. Somebody just blown up with a grenade. You know, my lovely moderator laughing at me and then being punished for it. Actually, speaking of, just be careful today. Josh is in a bit of a funny mood, you know, for the people in the chat. I was joking with him earlier and I told him to ban one of my good friends from the Discord and he actually banned him. So,
Oh my God.
Josh isn't to be fucked with tonight. Josh isn't to be fucked with.
Lucky not to be on that side, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sneaky Colonel Matthews. Not to be confused with the famous Hallelujah player, Colonel Sanders. Oh, Airhead at the back. So just trying to get cleared out in behind.
Does Callum notice the airhead?
I don't think he does know. It's actually it's quite a bit back.
Oh yeah, we're not in the same spot yet.
Jeez, yeah,
So we're there, but no spawn wave as of yet.
No, Colonel Matthews, he's forward. He's got no P down. Suppose not doing maybe a little support role swap out just to get a.
I think he's got a task on at hand over there, trying to maybe locate the enemy backline garrisons. You know, establishing more control, repelling the attack.
Yeah, that's the thing though. We have got a little bit of cap weight at checkpoint. I had to think about that one for a second. But yes, we have some cap weight at checkpoint. But 10th Mountain defending well. As Matthews, yeah, Matthews just sort of on his own here as he tries to clear out the back lines. I don't think he's identified anything. Yes, well. Oh, we have a medium and heavy of Blackjack, Crafty Beaver, big fan of Beaver myself, and Master Chief.
Yeah, and they need to be really careful. Mustache is.
Yeah, Mustache just.
Oh, he has a satchel, but...
hello. Oh dear.
Yeah, this update 14 is amazing.
It's yeah, I seen somebody like on top of a tank, and I think it might have been from Buffinator's stream, but somebody was on top of a tank, about to put a satchel on it. The tank got blown up. The guy got like blasted off the top of the tank, about 20 meters away, and then just survived. It's like, how the fuck did that happen? Like, there's been so many like janky things happening. Like it's just like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a fucking natural idiot. But like, it just seems like there's so many little small sort of issues. Like, if you're on top of a tank and it blows up, you would want to be dead. In reality, like, you wouldn't want to be like, oh, you know, I'm 20 meters away and I can bandage and just be okay. You'd be like, no, I want to be dead now at this stage. Oh, Christ.
Reminds me of Saving Private Ryan scene when near the end when they were defending the city and with those sticky bombs on the
Yes.
tank, you know, with the socks and everything. Yeah, that was nice.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. That's what we need. I wonder when we're gonna get some sticky, some sticky bombs in Hell Let Loose. Just be like, you'll just see like 25 level 4s trying to take off their fucking socks at the side of checkpoint or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
like there's a bug.
that's gonna be in update 666. Yeah.
Yeah. The new bug will be where you take off your sock and you've only got 4 toes because one of them's been fucking blown off. Breaking new ground.
Oh my
Breaking new ground in Easy Stream tonight.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, it's easy for us now to be cocky here in the UK, because we're having like our 3 days of summer at the moment, and it is joyous, warm.
Yeah. You
Sticky.
didn't get used to it so much. Yeah.
No, that's what I tell you what. We have long winters here.
Is that heavy fighting somebody on the north or?
I don't think so.
Nice.
No, I haven't seen any sort of shots fired in anger back at it. But they're just.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Watch out for that artillery.
Yeah.
Let's
arty.
just go to the unsung heroes of Hell Let Loose.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Only one artillery gun. I believe we are doing the one unkillable arty.
Yeah, you mentioned it
Yeah.
earlier. They're probably playing according to the APL rules. Yeah.
But oh, there we go. I thought he was broke down there for a moment, but he's doing a little bit of fire, and he's just a happy little man with his artillery gun. And let's go all the way across, as we are starting to see some pushing and flanking going on. Let's quickly just go to the opposition artillery. Jesus uncut, our Lord and Savior. And the white ammo, or the white camo? Yes, white ammo camo. Yes, Otto. So, Moist Fist, fancy name. Let's just... Oh, so much lag. As Earthman just taking their little panther for a run. There's a panther,
Or a
right?
little
Yeah.
tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah, they're obviously enforcing the seasonal rules according to this because I haven't seen a panther yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not sure if the panther has like I'm not up to date with the rule set of the APL.
Yeah.
So it could be
neither.
that very well is the case that they've got the no panther rule, which is like it's fair to an extent, because like the panther is just disgustingly powerful. Oh, but we have a bombing run.
Oh.
Both tanks survive it. Oh, but that tank is the tiger is down.
I think I heard a right. Yeah. Were
Yeah,
you
I'm just
at?
trying to.
No. Oh, it looks
Oh,
like the
yes,
bombing run destroyed.
It's very far right.
Yeah, but that's a medium. It's
Yeah,
highly
medium. So that
unlikely
that wouldn't be the one that took out the tiger. It is obviously
Well,
firing.
Was that a Puma right there, or?
That was a transport truck or supply truck.
Yeah. Oh, but that was the Puma, I guess.
Yes, that was a. Oh no, that
Yeah.
was the 76, sorry, that was firing at the
Might be a turning point.
tiger. Yeah, sneaked in behind there. Didn't catch him though. But we are getting some cap weight here, as brownies and bones make their way from the east. We have Ickbeller, Corsair, and airbags coming in from the west. Spawn wave in the north. As Moist Fist gets taken down. I would say most likely that garrison will receive a few rounds of artillery, but
Yeah, most def, but
10th Mountain
MD, yeah,
they're
wrecking currently.
really taking control of this of western approach here. We've got Compton here on the left.
Sorry, be right
It
back.
goes down, no problem. Excuse me. So we're going to, I think we are going to see a cap flip here, unless Argo or Adamord can maybe get an extra little spawn point up, but they can get a large enough spawn wave off this this northern garrison. If the garrison's still there. As Waffle. There's some shooties. So this point is going to fall to the hands of 10th Mountain. And unfortunately, we actually missed quite a lot of their push at the point. So I do apologize. We'll knock £20 off the, or $20 off the invoice for that. Can't wait though at the last point.
Oh.
As
God.
Colonel Matthews and Puckplut make their way into the point. We see. So there mustn't be much in the way of back garrisons for.
I don't think they had one because that's the
that's
HQ,
the
but I'm
HQ
wondering
they're
how
coming
it's
off.
not locked yet.
No, they haven't got Cowboy. They were contesting it for a few moments, and I think maybe unless Compton had an OP up, his guys have managed to get in there and get back quite quickly, or they may have just beat the, sort of the timer.
Yeah. And that's the access supplies.
Yeah,
I
supply
don't know
drop
how
coming
they
in.
can recover from this.
No, they're
I
but
mean,
that's
it's gonna be hard.
they've done okay thus far. They've managed to get as transport truck with a supply guy and possibly a squad lead gets taken out by Pucklet. As Ickbler is just in there on his own, just being an absolute hero.
Oh, don't go there. Don't
Oh
go
yeah,
there.
yeah. There's we've got Sergeant Corsair also trying to make some ground. 10th Mountain really, you just get the feeling that they're going to just up the attack here very shortly. If we go back, yeah, they've got this sort of really well held. I don't think. Yeah.
I don't think the Axis have a response on what 10 MD does throughout the whole game. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna end up. But
Yeah. It's interesting to see
right
how this
now they're
truck's going to end up.
struggling.
Yeah, that here we go. The truck's going to end up. So well done, Elgin. Well, yes, we've got at least a squad lead with a supply guy. But the supply guy's just going to go and do supply guy things, right? Okay, fair enough. So yeah, 10th Mountain, good stronghold of the western approach. I think we're getting maybe just some people pushing back from the midpoint, or the mid HQ. But most of the Merciless and USMC guys are focused from the south here, trying to hold on to La Prairie.
Yeah, trying to establish the meat grind, just to prevent them entering the cap.
But I thought they're still they've thinned out quite a bit. Adamord, Torino, in the south section.
No AT.
Yeah, no AT. As Butters
Haven't seen a single AT gun in this match so far.
Not an AT gun, no. It's I haven't seen much in the way of that. But very little in the way of like actual AT, anti-tank rockets from
Yeah,
either side. Like,
that's
it's been usually they're constantly going off back and forth, as never goes down, and the medium comes through with a big lag spike. I do apologize about this. I don't know what's causing that, but things are happening. His airbags makes his way across. Oh, yep, run. Butters, butters. Oh. Airbags are the big save, but Butters takes the tank just straight into the. But not a bad tactic. Like, if you think, oh, I've been satchel, what I'll do is I'll just literally drive into the middle of the enemy. Satchel's going to kill them too. But they
I
were.
wouldn't dare go into that.
No,
into that spot. So I must say that's a really brave and bold move, because here you can get literally wrecked.
It's a thing that's happening, right? But
Yeah, but
we may as well like savor the unsavoriest of
what is Butters
moments.
doing out of the tank?
I can't. He's just. And out.
But he did spot a garrison.
Yeah, he spotted the
He
guy.
did spot a garrison.
Oh. Yeah, you'll not see that every Sunday, so you won't.
No,
Very good,
not
Butters
at
and the
all.
tank crew. That was absolutely beautiful to watch. Congratulations. Butters is getting the caster's commend. Just
Yeah.
because of how fucking ridiculous that was. It was so good.
I think they were ready to lose that 75. Maybe they had it from like the beginning.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to maybe even stack up. I don't know how many tanks have they agreed to play with, since it's like a 35 format.
Oh!
But still,
As Bones takes down the
yeah.
Panzer IV.
Oh,
No, sorry, correction. It was
trails.
a Lux. It was a Lux. Yeah.
Yeah.
So great work from them.
I think medium is done on La Prairie.
Yes, it is. It was here,
They're
right?
still alive.
It's down in the driveway. Yep.
Yeah.
But the 10th Mountain are still really just absolutely ramming the pressure on here at the moment. Into 10th, or sorry, USMC and Merciless at this last point. I want to take.
They're lacking. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was gonna say just shortly. I think they're lacking a little bit of situational awareness at this point. Because from what I saw on La Prairie, like 10th Mountain has literally encircled them. So this indicates that it's only a matter of time before they get the sector. Whereas, as you can see already here on Western Approach, no meat grind whatsoever. Only one squad holding the point. Elkin is trying to do something over there, but
Yeah. And that's
it's gonna be hard to pull out from this.
They're holding the point perfectly with sort of MGs in the right positions. I see that Drax has just gone down, but Katusha's gone down there as well. There is a 76.
Oh yeah, that's a heavy.
And here comes the bombing run. Oh, kills a
they're
friendly.
not messing around.
Did
They're
it take
not
the
messing around,
garrison?
definitely.
Took the garrison, so they need to get another one up here. We've got cap weight.
Yeah.
So if they don't get something up and running, but there is cap weight at the other point too. Did we have a blind airhead moment? No.
No, I think
I don't think we did.
they
No.
were ordered maybe to transfer to the attack. Just playing on a cap weight at the moment.
Yeah.
Just to get the manpower to La Prairie. So.
But the cap weight is starting to go in favor of 10th Mountain.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's over.
Yeah, it's unless Unless they can do something here, you know, if they can get enough people into the...
They need a bombing run in the hard cap as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Commander
just-
is in the hard cap, but...
Yeah, he's... They really need something else here, though. You know, something that's gonna...
Is that a
Oh,
B4?
that is the Tiger.
Oh,
So, will the Tiger save the day?
no.
Oh, I
Coming in.
tell you what though, if you just look here, let's just like not an awful lot of blue dots in there, so they might salvage this.
Yeah, but Satchel is going on them right now.
Yeah, that's
Gonna be
if we can
hard.
get it stopped in time. No, I think that's gonna be it.
Yeah. Great job by 10th.
Yeah, 10th minute, you can't fault them there at all. And that was a fantastic little run there for them. Oh no, what? No
Oh, boy.
way!
Oh boy.
Go on,
Yeah, but
Merciless and
they're defending
USMC.
Western approach.
Jesus, man.
Precision strike.
Yeah, precision strike
Bang.
for the tank. Didn't get it. Bombing run. Oh,
Oh, bombing run.
that's gonna take out Free Perfect.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ow.
Like, they literally are gonna pull out from this. Oh my god.
I mean, I was literally ready just to press the button, you know, well, that is the GG, but no. No
And what you
fucking
see,
GG
every
at the
match
moment.
that we co-cast is fucking amazing, bro. Oh
Ah,
my
God.
god. I haven't seen this, like, I don't know.
That's the thing, we've got a US supply truck here. And that's the thing, it's you've got the joy of having this so close to the point. As, oh, there's an awful lot of MG fire. But at that though, 10th Mountain, like, they haven't really... No, they haven't really stopped either on the attack, have they?
Yeah, they're playing safe right now. I would say.
Oh, and that's... Oh, so that playing safe got 3 of them blown up by a...
That's all. by a tank,
Tiger,
sorry.
yeah. Tiger just doing his thing there.
Have they actually managed to form the attack on Western approach? What do you think?
I don't think so at the moment. It's a good job you say that because... Oh, but they're... Yeah, they've got a couple of numbers here. We are starting to get some cap weight as the Puma...
Oh, Puma is actually coming.
Yeah, oh, no,
Oh!
goes in, obliterates.
Yeah, reverse.
Oh no, fucking run!
Oh, but actually a brave move. They're certainly gonna try to flank that 76. 76 is aware of this.
No
Oh my
way!
God.
76 is
What?
down. So, it's all happening here. Just careful with that wee Puma. Yeah, shoot.
Okay, this is gonna be probably the greatest pullover ever.
That's the thing, we see-
At least.
Oh, we've cap weight at the other point now. It's been defended.
Spawn wave.
Let's just see. Can we try and get this where we can get? Eh.
Rendering issues.
Yeah, it's
Thank you, Team 17.
so we need just like a map wide where you can see all the dots everywhere at any
Yeah.
distance. But I see Pucklet is stuck in the middle of it all there again. You put him in the desert and he'd
they're
find a fucking friend,
Moses
so but
actually
he's
shooting a tank, and he's dead.
oh. So the transport truck.
Oh, that's
Or sorry,
actually a
supply
truck.
truck. Supply truck, yeah.
Oh, got lucky.
But like they're
They're-
taking the points still, and like they've got literally 4 people here.
Yeah, hard cap.
4 people.
And I guess,
Yeah,
yeah.
there it
Oh,
goes.
there's a spawn wave. Oh,
So let's
will
see
we
here.
see an
Oh,
airhead?
we have.
Nice reaction. I like this. Nice reaction.
We do have cap weight though. I don't know. It's now being saved. It's contested. Oh, what the? Yeah, because there's 3
What a
and
comeback.
1. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're right in the edge of the play area. That's why. Sorry, on the edge of the sort of the 4 squares of checkpoint.
Yeah, they only have 1 garrison, which is not hot anymore, but
Yeah, but this is good here
I mean,
from Colonel Matthews and C Unicorn. They've identified, no, they're definitely going to lose Western approach, so they just go straight back to checkpoint,
cap weight
save
on
it.
Western.
We are getting some cap weight. There's a bit more.
Oh, there's a proper meat grind over there right now.
There's a bit of a bit more in the way of blue dots here again.
I think they had a garrison on the very edge of the blue zone over there, which allowed them to actually, you know, put the pressure on the Axis side and not allowing them to, you know, establish the defense, build garrisons and stuff. You know, just making that constant pressure all the time, which is actually a good move. They definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's it. You can't take
But
another because that's the thing
Sasuke
is
trying to sell it.
given that they were like a piss hair away from losing 5-0, like they've come back. They've
Yeah.
now got this, and I just.
I love your references.
Maybe they're maybe they're gonna like start fucking and a piss hair, by the way, is a pubic hair, just for those that aren't in the know. So you know,
Yeah.
and if you're not familiar with the width of a pubic hair, if you just sort of pull your waistband out, look down, all will be revealed. You will be in the know at that stage. And if you don't have any of your own, ask a friend. Make sure you get permission from them first before you just go over and like just pull their front of their trousers out and have a look down. Uh,
Yeah, you know what my favorite area on your Discord is?
Oh no, you're not going to give away all the
Uh,
secret information, no? There's the Discord, by the
no,
way.
no, okay,
No,
okay,
go
okay.
ahead, go ahead. What is your favorite part?
The pubic area.
Oh, the
Which is the
pubic
public
area, yes.
actually. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we're a little bit childish over at Easy's Discord. So
Not
yes,
childish, but
great
fun.
work by USMC and Merciless to get back to this point. Stop it with the glitching and shit. Oh, we're okay. Ah, dear. So they're making good progress there. Are holding really well. We don't have much in the way out here. We have Commander takes
Ooh. Ooh.
the
Yeah,
gentleman
he was
down.
about to take the supplies. He's gonna be able to put a garrison now.
As his supplies rolled away on him now. I know, he just can't get a
Um,
a
I
good
don't think
spot.
he's.
Yeah, the garrison's.
Yeah, yeah. There
Like,
it is.
oh, you can't build a garrison here because of a fucking stone or something. Just build a
Width,
garrison.
possibly, but.
I think you heard him.
Sea unicorn. Oh, there's actually 3 of them. Yeah, they destroyed the
And I
supplies.
think they're a bit further away. So see unicorn.
He needs help. He needs help as soon as humanly possible.
This is good from the commander though. He's just buying his time.
Yeah.
See unicorns in the
They
command
hear
chat.
the garrison. They must hear the garrison.
Oh. You see. Oh, no way. No way. That should never have played out like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, just fill the bush full of fucking, full of bullets. Stevie Wonder's called, he wants his glasses back. Fuck me. I suppose it's, well, yeah, it's fair enough. It's one thing us saying that, seeing it from where we were in admin camp, but we're right down at his high level. It's like, you know, the fucking, yeah. I thought that maybe the commander had just stopped still because he heard see unicorns. Like, you know, I'm just waiting for him. But yeah,
I think that was actually what he was doing, but the moment he turned his head away,
yeah. Well, that's it. It's
all
it
hell
didn't
broke
pan out.
loose.
It didn't pan out as probably expected. But
Yeah.
it's not really much in the way of an attack coming from the
Ooh.
west. But we do have this little
Map control, nice.
Compton. Handsome little gentleman.
It's really crucial to keep this area clear from the enemies as much as possible in order
Yeah,
to,
and
you know.
They are starting to just swarm their little way in there.
Do they even have, how many garrisons do they have on
So-
checkpoint?
At the moment, they have 2 garrisons.
Oh.
A little recon plane has just gone over, so that's going to give away a bit of the ruse. But there's only McConnell and Panty Destroyer. Fan of your work. Try to sort of mimic that work as best as I can.
Was that an OP destroyed? I think
Yeah, I
it
think
was.
there was an OP destroyed there as well. Yeah. But we do have a set of an extra set of supplies here for an additional garrison. But Mustache is right in it, and I think we have a. Yeah, he's doing postman work today. He's just dropped the
Cap weight.
Yeah,
Nice.
the boom parcel. Just go
He
right
should
out here.
satchel that house, so just in case.
Now,
Nice job. What a comeback, bro.
yeah, they're
What
gonna.
a comeback.
But the only thing is Satchel's gonna go off here very shortly. With.
Did he actually put it? I think he.
Oh, Jesus
no.
Christ.
But. Oh god. We need to clip this.
Satchel on the house. Okay, yeah, that's great. Everybody into the house. No, there's a satchel on the house. Yes, but we're going in there too because, you know, stupidness.
Yeah. If there's gonna be a spawn
That's
wave, it will come from south definitely, and
yeah, for
yeah,
the
they need more infantry definitely.
That thing
Elkin going through the open fields. Oh Jesus! Both of them don't actually see him.
Oh, but he's gone down. I think McConnell got him.
Yeah.
Is
that a 70?
That's a
No,
medium
that's a
coming through. Yeah. They're starting to defend again.
Yeah, there's that spawn wave. Yeah, definitely. Quick reaction.
I think it's but they're starting. Merciless and USMC are starting to get some numbers down here from the north. So it's going to be down to individual gun battles. Going close to Colonel Matthews' camp.
Approaching.
Oh,
correct.
Compton takes Matthews.
Is that a P4 or a Tiger? Can't see from here.
So we have this boy over here.
And
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's also that's a 76.
76. Pardon.
I don't think there's any other tanks in the immediate area. I just want to go back up here though and just quick look because we are getting cap weight.
Oh, holy
Yeah,
Christ!
so we've got, albeit small numbers, we've got numbers coming in.
Yeah. Big spawn away. Oh, Jesus.
And that's the thing is, like, this match like was so close to being over 15 minutes ago. It's just.
I think more. I think it was in the first half an hour mark.
Yeah.
I think it was like that. Maybe. I don't know.
Because the thing is, it's not necessarily been like, oh. Perfect. With a reasonable number of kills. Oh!
Oh.
Oh, you poor bugger. There's the commander just going around to check the remains of the garrison. Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's blood red.
That thing is they've shot somebody who's got a grenade in his hand, and now we're back to. Oh god, I think if they had got that garrison, that would have been it. You know,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
unfortunately, they got blown up by their own, by their own,
Nade, yeah.
by their own nade, or by well, maybe by an enemy nade. But as you see, mustache at the top of your screen there with Gigmoth, trying to hold on to that little hotel area. Recon plane. Half a dozen garrison marks back here. Rocket to nothing. Oh, Papa, you lucky fucker.
Oh.
He's not. I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna get run over there just a few moments ago, but he's.
Yeah, me too, me too. Wonder if he's still alive.
I wonder if this tank crew actually knows, because the...
No, they decreased the gear. Oh, that's done. That's
yeah,
done.
that's.
Deal.
Oh,
But is it?
what the frick?
Oh my God! What was?
I
he
didn't even
waiting
get the
for?
satchel on it. Oh,
Lucky notice. Yeah.
yeah, good man, Blackjack. Well played. So, all pushes have been stopped. It. Oh, excuse me. It is like 10 to midnight here. I do apologize. Man's got the snoozies on here. I had a little snooze earlier today as well, because I was so inebriated last night. Well, I say I was we were researching the effects of driving heavy laden vehicles under the consumption of alcohol. And I was rather heavily
I think
researched.
we all know
Yeah.
how that went. Yeah. You ended in somebody's
Yeah, well that's
backyard.
yeah, I ended up fucking plowing my truck into some poor old woman's fucking geraniums and their flower bed in the front garden, but USMC and Merciless really holding on well to this point now at the moment. We are seeing a lot of numbers coming in from.
We are seeing a smoke over there.
We just had a.
Maybe an airhead coming. I hear a plane.
Oh, a
No,
bombing
that's
run.
A bombing run.
That's going straight over the commander.
Pick up the Gary? Is it gonna pick?
I don't. Oh shit!
Gary's in that yard over there. Yeah. No, Gary's.
It survived. Oh my god. How? How did that? Yeah. Okay.
Miracle
Fair enough.
of
That's
calm
yeah.
pellet
That's
loose.
just we'll not question the good Lord himself. But they're all sat inside this cozy little house. Oh. Boom. That's the garrison gone. That must have been a satchel.
Yeah.
OP up, but you need a garrison. You need a little sport
Need
player.
a supplier as soon as possible.
They're yeah, they're not really much in the way of a hurry on that. But we do see Jin dead. Panty Destroyer just doing what he does.
If you're close to that house and you have a satchel.
Yep, there.
Oh.
That was the satchel. I'll tell you what I am going to do though, because I am noticing one thing, and it's just, I'm just going to quickly, just for the benefit of the beautiful, handsome people. Fucking hell, there's low. Right, never mind. But yeah, every time there's an OBS update, there's always some form of fucking handling. Ooh. We see Mustached making his way along the little road back west, trying to get in behind 10th Mountain again. That's the Souk. Also heading west.
Might get a hold of that. Oh no, that's a repair station, sorry. But I remember that 10th MD had a garrison at some point on
Yeah.
the south part.
Just right here.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, as
Oof.
Drax goes to... Oh, but then see Unicorn gets Sasuk in the back.
Yeah, but if he has noticed the Gary, it's only a matter
Oh
of time.
yeah, it's only a
before
matter of
it's
time before it's marked up and... Little 76. With
getting a shot in the ass.
4 bodies in the strong point now.
Cap
Checkpoint with cap weight. We've got a rig bone. Oh fuck.
Oh, he has a satchel that can be, well,
It could be utilized very nicely.
yeah. Is he actually gonna
Dead.
do it? Magic, nice job, nice job.
Magic seen him. Dealt with him.
Yeah.
So what are
And
10th
there's gonna
Mountain going to
be
do to try and rectify that? Because they
small
should
wave,
know now
yeah.
that, they should know that they're all going to come from the south. As Sasuk will just be on the scope, across the field. I don't know if they can actually see people from over there.
No, I think I know what he's doing. He's trying to, take the advantage of the cap weight right now to just go and flank the Gary as much as possible. But it's a hard approach from the southern part because it's too open. Yet, who knows?
It's working so far because they've got to. Because they've got to come all this way, but the thing is, they're coming in from behind 10th Mountain's line, so they're less likely to suspect Sasuk from coming from that direction. But this tank,
Yeah, he has a repair station over there, so he's going to repair. But a bad
yeah,
moment for
they
Suzuki.
haven't. Oh, they haven't spotted him.
Nope.
No, we're just.
I think nobody would expect like the infantry coming from your back on that in that situation.
No, nothing is Sasuk's. Just pinging the tank.
Yeah, and going after Gary.
And that's
Nice
saying, are they gonna play? Yeah, because the garrison's not hot yet. Are they gonna play it safe and maybe just wait for a few moments, before hitting the garrison? Yep. Yeah, see the tank starting to move away. Oh no, the tank's.
No, he's giving away his position at the expense of 1 kill, which is.
Yeah, they didn't get, right? Because it was blood.
No.
Yep, there we go. He's finally got blood splatter. But
yeah.
Haven't.
Does he actually know that the garrison is over there?
Surely he would know. Like the house squad's OP is hot, yeah.
Yeah.
And we do also have a garrison locked out here. Sort of the standard spot for garrisons, right in there.
Yeah. But we have a cap weight on Western. And that's a very big cap weight.
Oh.
Yeah,
yes, sorry, that one went right under the radar, so it did. Yeah. I'd say this big spawn wave though has made
Made it impossible for 10th.
Mr. Easy Breeze. Have we still got a garrison in here for USMC and Merciless? No.
Not there, but maybe in the other courtyard next to the house on the left.
What I will do though, because we are getting some cap weight, I'm just going to quickly bring up. Nope, that's the map. Well done, Easy. I'm going to quickly bring up here, and we're just going to take a quick little gander through the scores. Sort of. Fucking stop it. There we go. So 356 for first, for Walter.
Let me tell you something. Love Squad, I have to point out one thing. Check out Oh, actually, sorry. It's not a tank squad. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought it was a tank squad
but
the
you
first
got
second.
543, 293. You know,
Yeah.
they're obviously they're anti-tank, so their anti-tank game must be going quite well for them, or maybe just missing a lot of it. Like 596 there for airbags. Still got the cap weight going here. It's now contested back at checkpoint. Testing it out. It's trying to find that nice balance with the lower numbers. Where do you where's the right when's the right time to sort of devote more people from a defense to an attack? Whenever you are limited in numbers. They
Oh,
look at all these orange dots in here now.
yeah. But I'm interested to know if the Gary on the south is still alive. I don't know.
Oh yes. It
Oh, it
is down.
isn't.
And obviously the one at Miz on the Creek was down, and they put up another one here.
Yeah.
And I think Baker Squad Sea Unicorn is going to go and try and put up another one, but 10th Mountain with all the work to do here, they've got to come back from here. Like that's
And
the
the Gary's hot
closest
again.
garrison, yeah. The closest garrison is 300 meters away from the strong point, from the center of the strong point.
Yeah.
But they've come back. They've taken out a couple of guys. They've sort of limited the threat, but they now need to start getting. Excuse me. Try it again. They now need to start getting sort of more stuff set up again and ready, you know, to help their defense further. As we're starting to
Yeah.
get cap weight again at the next point. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, these houses are actually crucial to control. You know, you literally have to take advantage of everything that the map offers you. You know, if you don't have the control of these houses, you
Yeah.
know, you're in a bad situation. And also, I mean, you can have a great overview playing the defense from both north and south here on this point, and you
Mm.
can literally anticipate where the infantry is going to come from. You know, so if you lose that,
And that's the
it's
thing,
going to
they were
be
actually doing quite well because they held like sort of along the side of the building just where you see Torino. Um, they were holding the building where they have, let me just see, airbags
they have an
in
RT
there.
mark.
Yeah, and you know if you sort of hold them two areas as people try to come through from the houses, you sort of get a good,
Yeah.
you know, a good spot. Like you get some great overview.
Yeah, but we have a cap
Try
weight
this
and
again.
checkpoint
Yes, we
and a
do
big one.
from there, but let's
That's
just
what she said.
precisely as we move back here. Yeah, sorry, you see, I was showing off on my fancy whiteboard. I know we've had to divert our attention away, to see what exactly is going on. Still got cap weight going in their favor.
Stop yawning, bro.
I tell you what, sir,
It's contagious.
I could go to bed for an
Oh,
hour and sleep for a fortnight, so I could. It has absolutely nothing to do with being drunk last night, but I didn't get it, you know.
yeah, you gotta give credit to Merck and USMC. Like, what a
Mm.
comeback! Like
Yeah, the other thing
they
is they're
were.
holding on to it like it's fucking
Oh my
communion
god.
money now. And the thing is, like, they were literally seconds away from losing. Um,
Yeah.
you know, and like this wasn't that long ago, but now they're starting to they seem to be dedicating more people to the attack. Um, but they don't want to try and divert too much away because you know, they were still getting quite a bit of pressure at Western approach.
Yeah.
But one thing I just want to point this out here from just if I come up to around about here, um, like before they had sort of people holding whiteboard, holding you know the hedgerow here on the center, um,
Yeah.
you know, to the west of the road. But now they seem to, whenever they're coming back here, they just seem to be people bunching up in the strong point here, and not
Yeah.
actually sort of they're not fanning out. And Merciless, from what I can gather, they all come sort of this direction here from the northeast of the point, where you see Mustache and Daggernall. Like nobody's
Yeah.
actually pushing out like into this direction to see where they're coming from. You've got Rigbone here, you know, like he's pushed up, he's checked out this hotel area. He's
I
sort of
mean, I
cleared
don't
that, but
know.
now, you know, like nobody seems to be reacting to where they're actually coming from. Nobody seems to be heading that way. And like if you look on the right now of your screen, you'll see Arco and Suzuki, the recon team. You know, they've been in the back and they've been taking down garrisons like it's fucking going out of fashion. And it doesn't seem like
Yeah.
anybody's actually reacting to this because there we go again. Like we've no garrison back here. We've got this one. If
Yeah,
this
but
one goes down, then
check out,
we've
for example, on F6, they have a garrison in the north, you know? You have
yeah
to literally have the control, like, usually the logical thing is to have a meat grind diagonally between Western and Checkpoint, you
yeah.
know? Where they're both trying to flank and divert from that area, you know? And it's kind of weird because, you know, you need a meat grind. So
Hmm.
this is where probably both teams are lacking situational awareness over here, you know.
Yeah.
That bottom garrison is saving checkpoint for God knows how many times, you know. Once it's been destroyed, but they have rebuilt it, and they're literally working, you know. I mean, it's a smart idea to have a garrison both north and south, but still, I mean, I don't know.
And that's the thing is you need to be concentrating as many of them as you are of you into one sort of channel. Like
Yeah,
we've got Panty Destroyer up here, finally making some ground towards where Merciless and USMC are coming from. But like this is the thing, this has been going on for a long time now. This is the past at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes of USMC and Merc just pushing down from this, you know, from this particular area.
yeah.
And nobody's, like I say, this is the first time anyone's really reacted to it and to try and find out where they're coming from. Elkin takes down Pandy Destroyer. I don't know exactly where this garrison is. We'll have to try and do a bit of scouting.
You mean from Merciless and
Yeah,
USMC?
it's I'm just being a little bit blind here at the moment.
I don't see it either. I don't know.
Oh, I've yawned again. Getting old, getting too old.
For this shit.
Oh no, just too old in general. So the southern section cleared out
Is
quite
that a
well.
bombing run that I heard?
That's a very
I
good
think I
question.
heard it.
I haven't heard anything. I did hear the plane going over, so it might have been just a enemy recon plane.
Yeah, probably.
As we see Colonel Matthews and co. trying to make their way north into western approach. North and northwest. Matthews gets the OP down. We do have two squad leads coming from the western side as well of western approach. Once again, Merciless and
We.
USMC are just as guilty as not really, you know, of not sort of fanning out and really controlling the entire sector around
Yeah.
western approach. I think you see now because like look at how far these guys are coming from the back area.
Yeah.
You know, here
Couple of
with the
OPs. Yeah.
with the OP area, and they've got a garrison right on the edge of the map. You know, so but they're still holding on well. We'll give them that. We've got an OP or garrison down here in the far south. It's
That's
currently
for
locked.
La Prairie, for example.
Hmm.
They are thinking about the final strike, but they need an attacking garrison in their backline if they want to do something.
And that's the thing. They need to get something going that because they're just once when they're getting into the strong point of Western, it just seems like Merciless and USMC are just clearing them out with
Yeah.
ease. You know, nobody's once again they're just sort of it's like as if they squeeze USMC and Merciless into sort of that courtyard, and then they stay there in that little section they've just squeezed them into, and then they get squeezed back into it, and then we're just in a vicious cycle here of repeatedly sort of driving each other into sort of this section here in the middle of your screen,
Yeah.
and they just keep going over and over and over again with each other on it. See, there's a call for supplies there in the north. I think a little a support role swap out would be the better option there, to be fair. Sort of rather than throwing in a big parachute, say, hey, we're over here, we're going to try
Oof,
something
I
else.
like this. I like how this looks like.
I was thinking we were contested at Western Approach just a second ago and stopped. Now we've got, and this is the thing,
Halfway.
they've got the cap weight, but there's a couple of spawns, both dead. We
They
have,
should buy them some time. They don't have a spawn wave yet on south, but they should be able to anticipate now.
and that's the thing,
think
yeah,
this is
because
now
once
or
again,
never.
though, it's like we go back to we're doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
10th Mountain, every time that
Oh, there's a spawn
they're
wave.
capping, they come from the south, and USMC aren't identifying this and then acting on it. It's like, right, we're getting cap weight. Let's push out here. Let's
Yeah.
control around the strong point rather than trying to control the strong point itself. Because we need to take the sort of the the defensive forces out. And had a
Yeah.
similar instance actually yesterday with like Demos and BWCC whenever they were playing. Like, if Demos had just what they were doing, they started getting cap weight and they just hunkered into one little section.
Yeah.
Rather than like, and if they had just walked through to the opposite side of the strong point in the south and just sort of formed the line.
Is that an Axis? Is that an Axis tank coming from the south? I think it was.
Oh,
It's
there is.
destroyed.
Yeah, there was a tank, and the 76 has survived it. Little butters. But they've got once again though.
Shots.
We've got this. Like we've got this. We're back in this case again where 10th Mountain have, saved the point. Yes, they've got a little bit of a line going here in the south, between Drax, Brownies, and Bloodsplatter. You got Gigamoth, but once again they've now saved the point, but where they're not going to the north, where you see Jin just spawning in. They're not moving out to the westward where Facom is to try and work where people are coming from. They're just sort of sitting in this one little corner where nobody's been coming from for quite some time. So they need to identify, they really need to start identifying where the enemy's coming from and start clearing out those areas. Just a little bit better, a bit tighter map control. I know once again we're an hour and 10 minutes into this match. People are starting to, maybe starting to lose focus a little bit, and we've just got a little spawn wave there. See Pucklet just sort of swooping around on the south side of that building. Is he going to?
We finally see
I
a
believe,
fight
yeah,
around this area.
There's a OP.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, but once again, and then did.
I
Oh
think
no, I thought I seen
like,
an OP there, but I didn't.
I think that you were right when you earlier mentioned like they don't react to see where where the guys from Axis side are coming from,
Yeah.
And finally we see that reaction. They're trying to establish some control on the northern part of checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
We finally start seeing the fights, and I think this might be a turning point. To deny them properly and focus more on attacking Western approach. Even though if there's a small amount of time near the end,
No, that's it. If they can clear this little OP here in the north, and then where you see Fat Gum just in the top left of your screen where he's coming from. If they can sort of control these two areas, I think they're going to give themselves a lot better chance of just holding on to this checkpoint without it being contested as much. But then
Yeah.
again, it also means then they can start concentrating more people on attacking Western approach because they have had some good attacks in there. But again, USMC, they need to do the exact same as what 10th Mountain need to do right now, but just at Western approach. Save the point and then work your way out. Stop them from coming in the areas where they're coming through, and just once again taking good control of your defensive area so that you can focus
Exactly. Yeah.
on the attack,
Yeah.
or defending further out. And it's just not happening for both teams at the moment, which is, yeah, it's contested again here at checkpoint.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, and this is again, look, it's this Jin Elkin.
Oh, but we see actually, the Axis side is reacting more to the south part. You know, they have identified that the spawn waves are constantly coming from over there.
Yeah.
You know, so I see, Katyusha is trying to affect. Is Katyusha near the tank? He might
Yeah, there's
get us
a,
up.
a tank just 76 just run past him there, but Elkin's moving in from the north. We're gonna have a hot garrison.
On the cap. Yeah, Elkin is really close.
But look at this. Drax just now Drax turns, sees sorry,
Yeah.
it was Jimmy, sorry, seen Elkin. As Elkin gets,
Jin can actually satchel that. He must know that the garrison is over there.
yeah, and then the tank knew he was there anyway, that's for sure. But now this thing that garrison, they'll know where that is. That'll be marked up. Magic moving in from the west. They are moving, like you say. We're just jeez, they're doing a lot of stuff in the south here. And I think
Yeah.
what I would anticipate they're going to do now is they're just going to move along the sort of the southern edge of the map, and then flank in sort of where you see Sasuk, riding
Yeah.
a tank at the moment, and just clear down through that field. They're dead, and that'll maybe give them just a better chance as Papa and Chuckles are going to go toe to toe.
STG,
That's it,
STG,
yeah. If you
STG.
just if you can hit him with one of them rounds, it wouldn't be so bad. But a guy shoots like
Yeah.
me. Fucking hell. Ah, lovely stuff. Lovely times. That's magic.
Yeah, but an interesting set of events, where the guys from Axis are trying to get rid of the garrison on the south. They've been on the hard cap for such a long time, they didn't find the garrison. Now the 10th MD has a garrison in the point, so they can react quickly even if the south falls. Like, such an interesting line of events going on.
Yeah. As we just see Copperhead goes down. He did take down Magic before squad lead, so saves them a little bit. We have nothing new on the south side. Yeah, they know.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's a
they've
destroyed.
marked
Oh,
up
that's
the.
a pack.
Oh, there's actually an AT gun that's now down. But
Yeah.
there's also the Tiger, which has been marked up now. Are we going to see a Destrucciones?
Yeah, but there's a cap weight on.
Oh, there is a cap weight, sorry, yes, at the next point.
Yeah, let's finish this fight so then we can move on. Tiger's retreating. Yeah, he has enough
He's
time.
been
Yeah,
marked
that's,
up, yeah. And is that a... That is the
that's
76.
a 76, yeah.
Oh. As V and Big Daddy both step out to try and repair it. And the Axis are defending the western approach. As the tank gets hit in the rear from...
I think it was a tank on somewhere that we cannot see. Yeah, there was a tank. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and it also
Most
got
probably.
a... No, sorry, that was a supply truck.
That
Or
was a
transfer truck, yeah.
What was shooting
Oh,
the
hold
Tiger
on.
then?
There we... Maybe that. Yes.
No, but not. There were shots in the S, so I highly doubt, because that 76 was coming from the southern part. You know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say where that came from, but like that in Chinese writing, I'll never understand it. We do see starting to mount an attack with 3 squad leads. As Walter will be listening to Michael Flatley's Lord of the Dance. Finally goes down. Oh, magic, back to the enemy. Didn't die, but Adamore did. Oh, as we
Nice
trade.
exchange.
Yeah. There we are now, so I think they've got control of this. Yeah, OP's gone. I think they've got control of this northern section.
Yeah.
They've taken out
I think
the guys in the south.
they're gonna play it safe right now. I mean, they have
Yeah.
nothing to lose at the moment, so they've showed throughout the match that they can really control the defense very well, and they're winning a lot of 1v1s. Also, they're pretty much dominant when it comes to the tank fights, so I mean, you gotta give the credit to the Axis team for pulling out from a total defeat, like
Yeah.
0.1 chance to percent of chance to you know actually pull out, but you know.
And that's the thing, yeah, because it's like it was literally so close to like, the 10th Mountain guys. Like they just closed the gate. They were just about to put the padlock in, and you know the Axis just come in with a hold on. I've left my handbag in there, and they just walk back in and start picking up their possessions and then moving on to the next point. They were
Yeah.
incredible credits due. Like like they have nothing to lose either now at this stage. They want to take it now to the 3-2 at least. So I don't know
Yeah.
if we're going to maybe see an increased attack from them, or is maybe Colonel Matthews gonna is his squad gonna maybe just keep the pressure on Western approach just so that it prevents them from being able to fully get an attack going at checkpoint? Because like, if you look at this,
Yeah.
if you look at this section here now, like this recon flare goes up. There's 2
Yeah, they're
recon flares
trying
up,
to.
and there's absolutely
Yeah.
nothing in them. Which we can obviously
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
from here. So I don't think, unless we go for the blind airhead. But we've got, quite a
I don't
few,
think so.
yeah, we've got quite a few people around here. I don't think we're going to really see, I don't think we're going to really see too much in that respect. But they might have one last ditch attempt in them.
I would actually be surprised if I would see TandemD pushing for the point. I'm not actually sure if it means something to them in terms of points when it comes to the league, because I'm not familiar about the whole
Yeah.
league system, and if they're taking advantage of winning as much points as possible. But still, I mean,
But
I
that's the
would
thing,
really be surprised.
I don't know if these friendlies are going to count anything towards like a, like a seeding as such.
Oh, this is actually a friendly. I'm
Oh yeah,
sorry.
sorry. So this is a friendly. Sorry, yeah. So this
Ah,
is in preparation.
ignore
Sorry
me.
for the APL. But like, that's the thing is,
Ah,
I don't
yeah.
know if I don't know if maybe these friendly matches that they're participating in, do they count towards like any sort of seeding, um, like our position within a group or whatever phase.
Yeah,
Like
might
I
be.
am literally just, I'm a dumb caster. Like I know nothing about the interior workings of groups and phases and stuff. So I just make up stories about people, whilst I'm watching them play for the benefit of those watching at home. But yeah, like I said, it's if 10th Mountain, don't keep up the pressure, the Western approach, then USMC and Merc are just going to start pushing towards checkpoint, which then
Yeah.
leaves, if they leave it where they can't let them, get a breather at Western approach, even for the next couple of minutes, just to prevent them from having some time to get, an attack set up and ready to go. As I say, you see here, Matthews coming right in towards the the center of the little village. You got Chuckles, Corsair, sort of all just moving their way around. If we just come down this way again, Mr. Snipehard and Papa, an assault player and a AT guy. And the thing is, they've been spotted. Is there? Yeah, there's an OP down here, which will probably flash up red very shortly. I will make it look like I know what I'm doing here at some stage. There we go. OP down. As grenades are being flung indiscriminately.
Sorry, I was away for a moment. There's an interesting thread going on your stream right now, so I just
Oh yeah,
wanted
no,
to...
no problem at all. Yeah. But yeah, we're starting to see some individual movements, but nothing in the way that's going to sort of warrant any, any major assistance to Merciless and USMC, because, like I say, we had an assault player and a AT guy, and they were both, they were both out in the south here, heading towards checkpoint. They're not able to really make any plays because, can't put up OPs or anything. I do though, however, that we'll see here Compton, squad lead, he's moving rather gingerly as the recon plane goes over. I think that's, yep, showing them up on the map. Gigmoth goes down as we move back. Yeah, so I think we're giving up on the attack as we see more and more little blue dots in and around. You got Cerberus and Mustached both heading south as an OP went down in the south section there. House squads. I tell you what, I am looking forward to my bed. I am a tired boy.
Love to see a live stream out of that one for sure.
Oh well, that's yeah. I'm gonna start doing these ones, but I'm gonna just hire some woman with a big arse to put her arse on the internet for me. It's like, here, you jump on there and you have a sleep and let these fucking random perverts on the internet watch you, and I'll just collect the revenue from it. Thanks, good woman. Yeah.
Proper reality show there.
Oh yeah. Once again, breaking new ground here at Easy Streams.
Yeah.
As we see some marks going up for infantry, who's not there, but it's there. Shooties. Oh, there we are, that is the 76. As Jin gets fired at frantically. So with only, sort of 3 minutes of capable time, they have to start getting the cap going in order to be able to take the point. I think we're going to maybe see something quite large from the Axis. And so we've not got much in the way of numbers back here. So the big question is those, where are they all now?
We might see ourselves a good GG over there. No meat grind in front of checkpoints. The blueberries are controlling the whole diagonal area from checkpoint to western approach, so
Yeah, we've got
to
mustache in the
see.
back. Like, are we gonna get a sneaky little airhead or something, or are we gonna get told to go fuck ourselves? It's very, like, oh, there's magic. Oh, whoa, whoa, it's magic, you know. Dead.
Oh.
Yeah, well done. Puller.
Do they maybe have an airhead in their pocket? But I don't think the airhead would change anything as well.
No, I think it's gonna have to be put down at the right time with a bombing run. Bombing run's gonna have
Yeah.
to take some. But the thing is, I was like, how come this garrison is still there? Whenever there was somebody like right next to it not that long ago.
Yeah, but I didn't see any Axis player over there. I don't know how those two guys ended up dead. Well,
No, that's thing. It's
might and magic of hell it loose, I guess.
no, it's saying it might have been whoever it was just died there on the west side of the road in the little building. But here comes.
Precision strike on what?
Oh, at the road.
Not the road, but the tank over there. There's an allied
Yeah, I've
tank
seen
next
that,
to.
but it's I think they're being engaged by.
Yeah, Tiger.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just see another tank coming into the mix there.
there's smoke. There's smoke. Maybe an airhead, but too late.
Yeah, we have a significant. Oh,
Too late to start the cap weight.
yeah. It's oh geez, I guess 2 minutes, and that is the GG.
Yeah.
Um,
I just saw a little jeep running over. Oh my god, this was amazing.
there's yeah, that's the they just waited too long to try and get this this southern attack going. There's a bombing
Yeah.
run's coming in. Oh, that's a
Yeah, that's the allied bombing
oh,
run,
just
yeah.
2 bombing runs, and that's yeah,
Oh, at the same time.
all just
Oh,
a
it didn't
little.
take down the garrison, or it
No.
was a late spawn.
No,
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 Gary's
yeah,
still
Gary's
alive.
still alive, but wow. So that has been thing. That was quite a juicy little match.
Yeah.
I thought we were all going to bed earlier there. 25 minutes in, and it was so close to a 5-0 to 10th Mountain, but 10th Mountain held on well to checkpoint. I say a couple of small things, like not clearing out. This is actually a criticism of both teams, not clearing out the sort of the immediate area around, and then sort of expanding that out into the 4 squares around the strong point
Yeah.
to really probably clear out back lines and prevent any further pushes coming. We just seem to get stuck in the loop of doing that sort of over and over again, of just getting into the strong point, getting cap weight, and then getting taken out of the strong point, then spinning. Yes. I'll do Rob. I didn't do nothing wrong. But that's it. Yeah, it's just. But other than that, I think it was quite a lovely little match. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
it
though,
was.
Butters is still getting the caster's commend. This lovely little tank moment. That was the highlight of the match for me. Even if they lost 5-0,
Yeah.
like, that would still be the fucking great moment.